All right, everybody, welcome to 2025 opening day of Tigers franchise. And obviously, it's a whole new beginning. We got a new team. The hype is there, the build-up is here, and we got the KC Royals right in front of us. We're opening it up in Detroit this year, not in Chicago. Thank God. That place has been kind of a nightmare for us, but I'm sure we'll play them soon, but not in the first month. So it'll be KC, the Kansas City Royals, and Brady Singer as the starting pitcher in their ace spot. Cole Reagan surprisingly in the 2, so maybe Brady Singer had quite the year last year, but it will be him today on the mound against Tariq Skubal. Obviously, he's still our ace. He was a monster last year. But before we get into this one, please like, subscribe, and let me know what you're thinking so far of this Tigers franchise in the comments section below, as my cat is now underneath me. And I really hope this this season goes just a little bit better for us, because a little bit better could put us into the playoffs. We were, I think, 4 games out of the playoffs last year. The Guardians got in ahead of us. I think we would have been still behind the Yankees. What do you want? Anyways, before we get in to the game, because I do want to just hop right in, let's look at the lineup, starting with the pitching rotation. We went over it briefly in the last video during the offseason, but we got Skubal, Buehler, Manning, Reese Olson, and Kenta Maeda as our starting rotation. Casey Mize, Bo Brisky, they could definitely hop in to that last starting role depending on how well they do, and also if Kenta regresses a lot, because obviously you can see -1 on a lot of his stats. So not great, but he had a really good year last year for, like, all things considered. I mean, over 200 innings pitched, like 172 strikeouts. Not a horrible ERA for a 4 or 5 like starting pitcher in the rotation, and he had a lot of wins. So maybe he's just got that magic to him. Reese Olson had a decent year last year. Still a younger guy, only 25 years old. Don't want to give up on him too quickly. He had a solid year though. Whip a little high. Same with the ERA. Would love to see that go down. Obviously, we got to put some runs behind these guys this year, so their win-loss percentage doesn't look like this. Around 500. We want to see that win closer to like the 750. That would be awesome. But Matt Manning in the 3 spot. He was pretty nice for us last year. ERA and whip in good spots. Hopefully those continue to get better. Obviously regressed a little bit in the whip department, but and then obviously our big pitching free agent acquisition in Walker Buehler, the 30-year-old from the Dodgers, spent the last 7 years with the Dodgers, I believe. Yeah, just a really solid pitcher, and I think he can get back to similar numbers of 2020 and 2021. Maybe not under a 1.0 whip, but definitely in that 2.5 ERA spot. And then, of course, we've gone over Tariq Skubal enough. We have Tyler Holton. Apparently, he made the All-Star game last year. I mean, he had an incredible season. 1.81 ERA with a .97 whip. Hopefully, we get that out of him this year again. That would be awesome. Casey Mize, Bo Brisky has come up from the AAA squad. Shelby Miller in the medium reliever position. And then Alex Lang, our closing pitcher last year, is now in the setup with Jason Foley. And Jose Leclerc, all-star closing pitcher, just a monster. Does not put guys on base. Gets strikeouts at will. Hopefully he can have a similar season to what he had with the Rangers last year and get close to that 40 save mark that he did. So that's the pitching. Now we go to the lineups. In the leadoff, it is Riley Green, our center fielder, lefty bat against righties. I don't believe that changed. Yeah, he's still hitting against lefties in the leadoff. Tyler O'Neill, brought him in as well this offseason. He will be in the 2 spot for now. Against righties, Torkelson will be in the 3 with Adames in the 4. Obviously, he was the biggest signing that we had at, I believe, 5-year, 50 mil. So that $10 million range. He is nearing 30, so I feel like that was somewhat fair. Hopefully, we can get the average up, the on base up. Slugging, I'm not too worried about. I think that will be there. The dude can mash, so Kerry Carpenter will be in the 5 with Brandon Drury starting at second base against righties. Jake Rogers in the 7 spot, as of right now, is our starting catcher. I think we will look for some catching prospects during the scouting process leading up to the draft this year, because he's just like, yes, he can absolutely nuke 20 plus home runs the last 2 years, but it's not like he's anything too special. Hopefully Dylan Dingler can come up through the ranks this year and really like say, hey, I'm here too. So hopefully that is the case. Only a 64 overall right now, but is on the opening day roster, as well as Jace Young starting at third base for us. And I think we're actually going to move him to the 9 spot, put Akil Baddoo in the 8. But Young, obviously, one of the better prospects that we have. Played a little bit last year, only in 23 games, 78 at-bats. So a decent sample size, but nothing, like, insane. Hopefully, these numbers aren't flukes, because I'd like them to stay around those numbers and even get higher the longer he is in the bigs. So hopefully we can see maybe a Rookie of the Year candidate by the end of it in Jace Young. And then we look at the bench. We've already gone over Dylan Dingler. Joey Gallo brings a ton of power, especially against righties. So we can bring him off the bench or have him DH against righties. Javi Baez is currently on the bench as well. I thought about starting him over Brandon Drury, but Baez just makes too many mistakes on the defensive end that, I don't know. He is on our trade block. If we get a good offer, he is most likely going to be gone. And I know Willy Adames, for some people, is kind of just a glorified or a little bit better of a Javi Baez, but he's just, to me, a much better fielder than Baez. But that's not really saying much, because they both have their moments, and they both can also strike out on the offensive end. Colt Keith on the bench currently against righties as well. I've thought about bringing him in for Drury and have Drury against lefties, but this is how we're going to keep it for now on our bench. Lefties stays pretty similar. Torkelson goes to the 4, Adames to the 3, Drury DHing, Baez in against lefties, hitting in the 6th spot. He plays at second, so not too much of a mix-up. I don't think there's much more else to say than that. There's our trade block. Baez, Garrett Cooper, who is in the minor leagues, Ryan McKenna, and Joey Gallo currently on our trade block. And we'll see if anything comes of it. That is not the topic at hand. The topic at hand right now is opening day. Let's get into it. Oh, man. Opening day in Detroit never looks so good. I did put on the City Connects. They just recently came out for the Detroit Tigers, so you know what? Why not throw them on? We didn't wear them all last season, so hey, maybe that was a bad decision on my part. I don't really care. But yeah, we do have the Motor City Connects on. Say what you will about them. There's definitely worse City Connect jerseys than these ones. Partly cloudy today. Sun is trying to peer through in the background. What a lovely setting for opening day and some baseball. Detroit Tigers preseason projections. Riley Green for average at 280. I would love that. Brandon Drury projected to lead us in home runs. Okay, Willy Adames leading us in WAR. I would love to see that. Akil Baddoo, stolen bases as well. Would love to see. As Tariq Skubal walks out to the mound for the first time in 2025. Bro, look, got it sexy. Obviously, you look at his stats from last year. 33 games started, 12-11 record, over 200 innings pitched, under a 3-point ERA with a 1.06 whip and 177 strikeouts. As we look to build off of an amazing year for him, with Michael Garcia at the plate to lead things off for the Royals, will pop it up. Riley Green ranging under it and makes the first out of 2025 here in Detroit. No hitter is on, baby. As Rojas checked, still a strike though. Maybe put it up in his eyes a little bit more. There it is. Gets it to Skubal, and Rojas is retired for the second out here today. No hitter still on, baby. Come on. Perfect game still on, actually, as we do have quick counts on. Don't want to take, 30 years to play this game. So, pitch count might get a little bit high because it seems like you always come in at 1-1 or 2-1. As Bobby Witt strikes out swinging to end the top of the first. Tariq Skubal, 1-2-3 to open up 2025. As we look at Brady Singer, 32 games that he appeared in, 10-10 record, 182 innings. Not a bad season. Whip and ERA could definitely come down, but still a young pitcher, figuring things out. As we take strike 2 there, I got to be careful with quick counts on to be taking pitches. As that one goes behind, Riley Green can run. Does he get there? No. Yeah, no, he's out. I kind of thought he was out at real time as well, but definitely out on the replay. O'Neal now up to bat, and he's swinging. His first AB as a Detroit Tiger is mashed. See ya later. Come on. Are you kidding me? The 1-1 pitch was down the middle for the most part. Went a little bit right. Tyler Neal with them guns got on top of it. Oh my goodness. Completely demolished. 108, almost 109 off the bat. 413 left center. He did not miss it. And this game looks a whole lot different than last year's opening day, where neither team scored until like the 5th inning with a Gio Urshela home run, I believe it was. Or no, it was Andy Ibanez, sorry, as that slider sneaks in the back door. What a way to make a mark on opening day for Tyler O'Neill, as that one will get in for Torkelson. Basically the same pitch, except that was a sinker and not a fastball. Torkelson gets on it, plays it right behind the shortstop into left center. And now we've got Willy Adames in at the 4 spot, takes ball 2, could have been strike 2. Singer already 15 pitches as we hold off on ball 3. Kerry Carpenter up on deck, as that might be a double play. To 2, over to first, Adames. Not a great start. Definitely not as great of a start to his Tiger career as Tyler O'Neill. My goodness, was that nuked. And now for us, Vinny Pasquantino at the plate for the Royals. That one hit well. O'Neill ranging, it will be a double. Bouncing out of the field of play. Long at bat ends in a double for Pasquantino. And that one foul. This one to Adames. Keeps Pasquantino at second and gets the out on Isbell. We've got to put away Hunter Renfroe here. We can't let him get on top of something. That one popped up center field to Riley Green. Will keep Pasquantino at second again. Pasquantino cannot run that well. Chapman to Young, and he catches it off the line. Jace Young makes his first defensive play of the year in his young career as a Detroit Tiger. And Kerry Carpenter now up. Wish we would have gotten him up to bat with Torkelson still on base as we swing at the curveball. Wow. We've swung at now 2 balls. We got to lay off these. Or not. We'll just continue to swing at him. Carpenter can run a decent bit, but that looked like an out in real time again. Same thing with Riley Green. I think they just got him. Yup, got the right call. No need to use a challenge. But first time we're seeing Brandon Drury now in a Tigers uniform, and it's going to be a ground out. To third, Michael Garcia over to first. Drury is retired just like that. One thing I will say is I need to get a lot better at my own discipline. Hanging off balls like that one. I swung at a ton of fastballs that were above the zone last year that ended in strikeouts as Rogers continues to fight. But if I can start drawing walks more when we're doing these, whether they're player locks or full game with quick counts, I've got to stay off some of these balls because, well, that one I was just early. MJ Melendez will lead it off in the top of the third here for the Royals. He's got some decent power, very good player, just hasn't quite figured it all out in real life yet. Full count though. Skubal, the pitch, fastball, down low, and it's curving away from Baddoo, but he's got great speed and makes the play out in left. That's why we keep him there defensively. What a play by Akil Baddoo. That one was trailing away and away. Like, it just kept on moving, it felt like. Another full count here for Tariq Skubal. We cannot put guys away early in these counts. Got to do a better job of that as we go later into this game, because we need him to go at least 5 every time he's pitching. But these guys are just fighting through these at-bats. Finally, we get a pop-up. Green ranges over. Fermin is retired. Back to the top of the lineup we go for Michael Garcia. That one, a blooper into shallow right. O'Neal makes a great play on that. I thought we were going to miss it altogether. So Garcia now on base. Runner! Force out at second. Runner goes. Doesn't matter. Rojas was swinging. He's in there. Oh, I thought we had him there. Garcia got a big lead on that one. That fastball missed. This is what, the 3rd full count now that we've been in? Just this inning? That one, foul. Oh, that could have been bad. There it is. Young over to first. Rojas finally retired. And we'll go to the bottom of the 3rd. Obviously, Akil Baddoo had a pretty solid year for us last year. Had some big moments. You know, gets hit by a pitch here. Singer gets a little wild with it. I believe that was a slider that hit Baddoo on the backside. Okay, well, we put Jace Young in a spot where he's got a runner on and a runner that can run. Young will be safe at first. Fielder's choice, though, will not be his first hit of the season. Garcia made a good play on it, got the lead runner out. Couldn't get Young, though, at first. Now Riley Green back up at the top of our lineup. We got to quit hitting these on the ground. The problem is his Singer locates it so well to where he forces us to put it on the ground. Outside of that one, is it going to stay fair? It does not look like it. It'll be out. And now Tyler O'Neill. Home run in his first at-bat. The first pitch we saw, he was swinging, and we swung again on a slider. Way too early, though. That one just on the ground. O'Neal can run pretty well, but Witt's got too good of an arm. Gets it over there in time. This game remains 1-0. We got to make this efficient.
Ball 3.
And doesn't help when we don't get calls like that. That's for sure. Change up in there. Bobby Witt goes down swinging 2 times today. And that will be our second strikeout of the day. We got to get more of those. That one up the middle. Drury dives at it. Not even close. Isbell up to bat now. So Pasquantino 2 for 2 today. Isbell, we had a little bit of an issue, I believe, getting out last time. Strikes out swinging this time. 3rd K of the day for Skubal in a big spot. Not great. Three-run home run for Matt Chapman. Left it right down the middle. Big league guys are going to get that every single day of the week. And that one up the middle. Drury in time. What a play. Moving to his left. Or right, sorry. Damage done, though. Matt Chapman absolutely nuked that ball. We put it on Brady Singer in the first inning, and since then it has been a shit show, to say the least, on the offensive end. 2-2 the count. Torkelson back up the middle, and his first hit of the year, or no, second hit, sorry, of the year. He's 2 for 2 today. Great stuff from Spencer Torkelson on opening day.
That's a ball.
As Adames looks at ball 2. The eye's coming. Trust. I'm developing. You know what I'm saying?
Ball, that's it.
And make it ball 3. If we could put 2 on here for Kerry Carpenter, that would be huge.
Nope, that's inside.
And he walks Willy Adames, putting 2 on with Kerry Carpenter, who absolutely mashes right-hand pitchers in a fantastic spot here. As we look at strike 2, slider clips the bottom of the zone. Payoff pitch, Carpenter, that's going to get down. We will hold. Bases are juiced for the newly acquired Brandon Drury. Kerry Carpenter with a full count hit. Drury misses on the slider. We were early. It was there, though. It was in the zone. If we could have got that up, I think Torkelson probably could have ran on it.
3.
And the curve gets us. So Drury, goes down for Singer's 4th strikeout of the day. Bases loaded situation for us in the bottom of the 4th. We need to put at least one of these runs on the board.
Yeah.
Rogers misses on the slider. It kept carrying outside. Akil Baddoo on deck. We know he has some decent power against righties as well. Rogers, that could be a double play ball. Are you?
He's out.
And Skubal is at 100 pitches already. That one going to be flied out. Riley Green ranges back into the deep center field. Makes an easy play, but Skubal is going to have to come out here. I didn't even realize how high his pitch count is. We're going to warm up Casey Mize. We're just going to have to survive here with Tariq Skubal. Gets Maikel Garcia swinging. Don't know what he saw out of the hand, but curveball lays off of it. That one popped up. Shallow left center. Baddoo ranges over. That will be 2 gone here in the 5th. Mize is still not ready to be brought out. We started warming him up a little too late. Skubal might have to go 5 here as Rojas gets on base with a base hit. Oh, trust me, I know he's getting tired. That one to Young over to first, and we survive the 5th. Mize will come in for the 6th. Not a great opening day start here for Skubal, but Sometimes it just is what it is. Akil Baddoo back up here for his second plate appearance. Was hit by a pitch last time. Payoff pitch. Singer, that one gets down the line. Baddoo can run pretty well. The throw is in time. Michael Garcia. Are you kidding me? That one looked a lot closer though. But regardless, what a play. And it was in time. Oh my goodness. What a play by the young star third baseman for the Kansas City Royals. That was unbelievable. But guess what? Jace Young mashed. Come on. Are you kidding me? His first hit of the 2025 season is deep to right and out of there. Jace Young, that is how you start your rookie season. 391 to right, 105.6 off the bat. We have 2 solo shots that are keeping us in this ball game, as it looks like Brady Singer's day is over. Seth Lugo will come in. Veteran pitcher, has been starting for the Royals in real life this year, started for the Padres last year, and was actually pretty decent in that starting pitching role. Surprised that they brought him back to the pen, but I guess he's kind of flip-flopped his entire career. Because I believe at the Mets he had some starts as well, but also came out of the pen. Interesting, but a really good pitcher nonetheless. Would love to see him get on base with the speed that he has. And he will get on base with a walk. So Seth Lugo comes in and immediately walks Riley Green on 9 pitches. Wow. And maybe struggling to find the zone here. 3-1 count now to Tyler O'Neill. And that will be a walk as well. So they bring in the veteran reliever and immediately puts 2 guys on for Spencer Torkelson, who is 2 for 2 on the day. Obviously, new hitting coach, bringing in more vision and discipline. And it seems to be working. Riley Green's got wheels. He rounds third. And that will be an RBI single for Torque. 3 for 3 on opening day. And he is pumped. That's the second one he has drove right back up the middle. Seems like that hitting coach is doing some wonders for us. As now Willy Adames with 2 on, 1 in scoring position here. Swings at strike 2. 3-3 ball game, that one. Hung in the zone, but we could not get all of it. We were on the wrong side of good there. If we could have pulled that into left, I think it would have been a different result. Carpenter, that's going to be popped up to center. And he will be retired by, I believe, Kyle Isbell out there in center. But we get 2 runs back. Young with a bomb to right, and Torkelson with a 3rd hit of the day puts us back in a tie ball game. And now Casey Mize, we will see for the first time here in 2025, if we could get him to go 2, 2 1/3, even 3 innings here, it would be very, very key. We really want to see him make strides. His potential is an A in this game. Like, the potential is there for Casey Mize. But there is also a reason why he was not in the starting pitching rotation last year and to start this year. Gets Pasquantino retired here early. Need more of it. I'm going to try to go with the curveball. Right back up to Mize. Makes the casual play. A fantastic defensive play, though, regardless. I mean, that thing coming right back at you that quickly. Off the ground as well. That's not an easy play to make, but he makes it look very, very easy.
2 strikes. I got 3 and 2.
Slider way off, and now it's a full count with Matt Chapman on deck. Obviously the man who hit the 3-run jack as Renfroe checked for some reason. It looked like he was going to be right on top of it. Pulled off, thought it was a ball. That was right in his eyesight.
3 and 2.
Now a full count for Seth Lugo. Does he walk? The third of the day. Yes, he will. Lugo is having some serious trouble locating right now. And I think we've got to try and just keep making him find the zone.
Nope, that's down.
Because he's having a massive, massive problem right now finding it. Four-seamer blown right by us. Rogers strikes out swinging. And maybe that's the confidence that Lugo needed to see. Baду now up with 1 out here. That one driven out to center. Center fielder ranging over, and he's got it. Just didn't have the velo on it to carry it out or to the wall. And now Jace Young up for the 3rd time in this young season. That one belted out to center as well. We're making Isbell work today. Doesn't get past him, though. Makes the catch at the warning track. Unfortunate. Like I said last inning, we need Mize to do some work here. Bare minimum, he needs to go this inning. Torkelson will make the play. Chapman retired. This time will not get a 3-run jack. 1 and 2 the count here to Melendez.
Timeout. That ball got him right
Hits
there.
him.
First base.
You're kidding me.
Ball 2.
That's just... I don't know. That just can't happen.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 and 2 the count, though. That one down, base hit. Runner will move to second. That one down the line, and it rolls over the base. Oh. Young had it, but literally just bounces right off the edge of the base and over his glove. We just need to get it out here. Adames over to Drury. Drury to first in time. That is what we needed to get out of the 7th. As Amir Garrett throws a mean... No, I was about to say throws a mean left hook, but didn't really knock anyone out. Riley Green up to face him first. Lugo only goes 2 innings, or like an inning and 2/3. Had a lot of just bad location on his, or bad location on his strikes. Pitches. My God. 2 and 2 the count here to Garrett. Or to Green, I mean. Green can run. The throw's got to be in time. Bobby Witt retires Riley Green. Too strong of an arm. O'Neal late on it. That one similar to the ball he saw that he took out on his first at bat. So now it'll be Spencer Torkelson looking to go 4 for 4 on the day. Gets a lot of it, but he's late. It'll be popped up. A quick 7th for Amir Garrett and the Royals. We will go to the top of the 8th. We are going to warm up Jason Foley here. Mize will stay in for the time being. Hopefully he can get through this inning. That's a good start. Popping up Bobby Witt, who has done... Oh my gosh, I almost missed that. Bobby Witt has done no damage offensively. But we're still down 1 here.
3 balls.
In the top of the 8th. Pasquantino has been just a nightmare to deal with so far. We need to put him away. But that'll be ball 4. So he is on base. Doesn't run well. If we can get this into a double play, it would be huge. Just doesn't go away easily for us today.
He's out.
This time we'll get the double play. Willy Adames does it himself. Adames, who just made the great defensive play, gets the first crack at Schreiber.
Next ball.
A little bit tougher to see as well from this zoomed out camera angle as Adames goes down for the third time today. All we need is to get on base here. That one will not get by the second baseman. What a play. Is that Melendez? Damn, man. We cannot catch a break. Drury sees strike 2. Somehow has a 10-game hit streak. I would imagine that's following over from last year. Does it get down? It will. We keep the bottom of the 8th alive. Drury gets on, I believe, his first hit as a Tiger. The 2-2 in there. We were late. I thought it was going to carry up and out of the zone. It did not. So we will bring in Jason Foley here to hopefully get us in and out of the 9th as smoothly as possible. Striking out, swinging his Renfro. He struck out of his shoes. Foley gets him on the slider. I thought that was going to be way too far outside for anyone to swing on. I had very little hope as Chapman swings and misses at a sinker. Slider again, gets him swinging. Foley with some nasty stuff here in the 9th, keeping us in a 1-run game so far. We'll look for the put away. Definitely not the pitch I was thinking of, but Foley beats Melendez to the bag. 1, 2, 3. Easy and painless. As we have Baddoo, Young, and Green due up here in the 9th to try and put 1 run on the board. Chris Stratton into the ball game to try and close this thing out for the Royals. If we could get Baddoo on base, it would be massive. He's got speed. They would have to watch him as well. Would just be a distraction out there. 1-2 pitch. Baddoo strikes out swinging. Think we had good timing on that, just couldn't, I guess, find the ball.
That's ball 2.
Sees ball 2.
Ball, 2 strikes.
The rookie really just dialed in today. Moment is not too big for him. Payoff pitch is outside. Young with a huge walk in the bottom of the 9th. Cannot put this ball on the ground if you're Riley Green. If it's up in the air, we at least survive
Oh, that's low.
one more batter. 3-1 the count. I don't even know if I'm going to swing here. Fastball in. Top of the zone. Full count again. That one grounded to second, over to Witt, to first. Double play ends it, and that just sums up opening day for us. Yet again. 3-run home run by Matt Chapman sets it up. And then a solo by, I believe, Michael Garcia. Or a base hit, sorry, that bounces over third. Ends up taking us down. 7 hits apiece for each team. Well, we start yet another season 0-1, but we pick up a win in Game 2 of the series. We will sim to the end of this first week. Jose Leclerc, with 1 out, has allowed 2 hits and a walk. Alejandro Kirk at the plate. I mean, shit, we'll hop in, I guess. Bases juiced with 1 out. Obviously, a double play would be perfect in this spot. His put-away pitch is the slider. Can we get Kirk on it? How do you not call that? Either a bad frame job or just isn't seeing the bottom of the zone very well because Kirk is so goddamn short. Finally swings and misses, and Leclerc gets his second strikeout of the inning. Fastball in there, popped up to left field. Baду ranging over. Leclerc will get the save, but not without a little bit of blood pressure rising. My goodness. Tyler O'Neill with another home run. Reese Olson goes 6. Solid day. Brandon Drury hits a home run. Spencer Torkelson hit a home run. 14 hits. Baez goes 3 for 5. What a day for our bats. So after opening day, maybe I'm just a curse. We go 4-0, 6-3, 8-6 and wins. Olson has gone 8 in a shutout. We'll let that one go to the end. We pick up the win. And here's what I wanted to get to end this episode. Scouting assignments. Who do we got here? A lot of closing pitchers to start this thing off. Could always use more starting pitchers. We got to remember we're drafting at, I believe, 17. So who's the 17th overall player? It's a second baseman, Sean Pierce. High school prospect. Oh, I meant to look at his thing. Out of New Jersey. Looks to have good contact, above average power. I mean, I guess we will look at him. Who's our discovery guy? I guess it's Benedict Roderick. We will look at catchers internationally. And then we will look at... Actually, no. We will look at some starting pitchers in the West. Actually, let's go in the East. So I think this will be our scouting assignment for right now. Any good catchers? Steven Suzuki, 5'10" catcher out of Japan. 41 on our draft board. Switch hitter. Let's have decent contact, decent power. Those numbers are really, really low, though. Looks to be kind of a project. Richard O'Leary. Just kind of solid. 5'10" as well. You know, I think we will look into Sean Pierce. I like some of the things, you know, his fielding, his speed look really good. Contact looks good. Discipline. Just looks like a solid player. Lefty, right? So he will be the first player we look into. We will try to discover catchers internationally and look at starting pitchers in the East. Maybe we need to find some better scouts. Maybe that's what we should have done. Because, like, Tommy Donahue and Benedict Roderick look damn near useless. Like, at least Robbie Sanchez can, like, find some decent pitchers and position players. I mean, James Jenkins looks really good. He has 15 years of experience as well. Efficiency isn't that high, but, like, can we do that? Even though... Okay, we can. We need to find some guys that are not as high. How key is efficiency? And why can I only fire James Jenkins? Is it because... Oh, so I can get rid of... Okay. Maybe Bud Baisley for some discovery along with efficiency for Benedict Roderick. I think we'll switch that up. And I think that's what we will roll with. I don't know why I can't get rid of Tommy Donahue. I would love to, just for even an average guy. Alright, well, I think this is what our scouts are going to stay as. Bud Baisley and... Or, sorry, we add Bud Baisley and James Jenkins to our staff. Give us some more efficiency. And James Jenkins looks to be like the guy we've got to go to at these scouting assignments. So let's do... James Jenkins will be the number 1. We'll have Bud Baisley, I think. No, we will have James Jenkins discover new prospects. We'll do catchers internationally here. And hopefully he can find some really good players. Bud Baisley discover. some pitching prospects, maybe internationally as well, and then we will switch that up. We will look into Lester Baca, who is the top starting pitching prospect at 19 years old. So a little bit of a mix-up with scouting, but we have some really good scouts now, to say the least, especially in James Jenkins, it looks like. So great to finally see that. We start the year off 4-5, but I feel like something just kind of feels different, you know. Riley Green hitting 281. Tyler O'Neill, by the way, has already hit 2 home runs. So a sixth of what he hit last year. Hopefully he can keep that pace going, because that would be huge. I mean, he's slugging .567 right now. That is absurd. Spencer Torkelson, by the way. Obviously, we had 3 of his 7 hits, but keep it up, please. Adames, we did not do any favors. He already has 8 strikeouts to his name. I believe we had 2 of those. So that one's on me. I will take full blame for that one. Same with Kerry Carpenter. We had, I believe, a strikeout or 2 with him. Akil Baddoo hitting 161 right now. Jace Young hitting 308. Okay, young buck. I see you. Hitting an OPS of 1054. Gotta be kidding me with this. He hit another home run. He's got 3 RBIs, which those need to go up. We will slide him in to the 8th spot and move Baddoo back to the 9 for now. Jace Young on a little bit of a roll. So Young leading us in average, the rookie, which is awesome, by the way, as we will sim here one more game, but we might actually hop in. Dylan Dingler is in the game. He started today, it looks like. 0 for 3. Johan Duran, one of the better closers in the game for the Twins, is on the mound, but he is dealing with quite the pickle. So we will hop in really quickly before we end this episode and try and get a walk-off. 0 for 6 on the season. Do we leave the rookie in?
Ball. 1-0.
I don't know. There is only 1 out. We need 2 runs. Dingler on the ground. That's a double play ball. No, no, no. Second time today, it ends in heartbreak. Jose Leclerc got shelled. 1 inning, 3 hits. Did have 3 strikeouts, but allowed 2 runs in the top of the 9th. Missed out on a save, or a hold opportunity, I should say. Drury with another home run. No bueno, to say the least. All right, well, before we end this, I am going to quickly look at our pitching because Walker Buehler had quite the start. I don't know what the little king sign means, but he's gone in 2 games, 15 innings, allowing only 4 hits and 2 earned runs. Are we going to get an all-star Walker Buehler again? Because that would be awesome. Reese Olson in his 2 starts, 2 wins, 15 innings, only 2 runs allowed as well, 6 hits, 11 strikeouts, a 1.2 ERA, .73 whip. Holy. Maeda looks like he's struggling a little bit. Only gone 10 innings. Those aren't great numbers. We could see a Casey Mize appearance in the starting role. Has started off somewhat decent. Just a lot of hits and a lot of walks to not a lot of strikeouts, but has only allowed 3 earned runs to this point. Bo Brisky is having some trouble as well. It's still early, though. Can't give up on these guys just yet. Clerk, 3 innings, 2 saves. So outside of the whip and the ERA is so high, though. He's got to be better. So does Scooble, though. The whip is really good, but the ERA is high. So I wouldn't look too far into that. We, opening day, obviously ran up his pitch count really high. He will be on the mound when we come back for the next episode, as we will go through April and probably a little bit of May. But hope you guys did enjoy this one. Like I said in the start, please like, subscribe, and comment. All of it helps out the channel, and I really appreciate all the support on this series. This series has been so much fun, so like I said, I really, really appreciate it. But I hope you did enjoy. I will see you in the next one. Take it easy, and peace.